have just qualified to the finals of the Carabao Cup, and wow, what a game. I mean, of course, I didn't feel like it was our best game. It was going to be a tough game, as I mentioned in my previous video, but we have qualified, and that is what matters. An aggregate of 3-0 goals against Tottenham. We have qualified for the from the first leg. We were halfway there, but I did not say that because anything could have happened in this game, but clearly we were the better side and both teams wanted to win this game, but at the end of the day, the better team won. So, welcome, beautiful people, welcome to yet another video. I hope you guys are feeling good. I am glad to be back with another video, and in today's video we have qualified for the EFL Carabao Cup final, and it's a nice feeling. It's a nice feeling to be back competing in major trophies, and this just gives us more confidence. Of course, Thomas Tuchel has had a record of moving forward for all of the 9 semi-finals he has qualified in his career as a coach, so it speaks volumes of him. So 100% success rate in terms of Thomas Tuchel assisting the team qualify, but the team showed up today too. We have to give it up to the team from the starting 11. Great first goal from Rudiger. It was ongoing in the first half, and in the second half we just had to defend, and we did it perfectly. Thomas Tuchel was disappointed with this performance, but for me, I'm satisfied. I'll take it as long as we've qualified. Now it's up to Arsenal versus Liverpool, which will be taking place tomorrow to decide who will face. Who do you think we're going to face in the final, and how are you feeling now that we have qualified for the final? If you enjoyed this content, give it a thumbs up, and if you're coming along this video for the first time, please subscribe and turn on the post notification bell. So let's jump right into it. In terms of the starting 11, we had 4-2-2-2 formation, just as I predicted, and it worked. Again, it worked to our favor. Of course, in terms of Tottenham, they tried to change the formation. It just did not go their way. Of course, two decisions overruled by VAR. So VAR was finally on our side this time around. And of course, some of the Tottenham fans were complaining that it was supposed to be a penalty, but that was a clear chip. Yes, I'm discussing the first half, but let's go back to the starting 11. We had Kepa in goal, then we had further back for Rudiger, Malangsa, who I asked you guys whether he would start, and he actually turned out to start. And then in terms of the other two, we had Christensen and Azpilicueta. Then in terms of the midfield, we had Jorginho and Kovacic. We had Callum Hudson-Odoi, just as I predicted, and Mason Mount. I put Ziyech in his place, who later came in as a substitution. And then up front, just as I predicted, we had Lukaku and Timo Werner. So in terms of starting 11, a very strong squad. We of course had 5 substitutions we could make towards the game, so that we have a major game on Saturday. We're facing Man City, so we have to rest the players, have to give them enough time. In terms of Kante and Silva, they were on the bench, just as I said. I didn't think Thomas Tuchel would want to risk them. Plus, they had only trained for a day, so this was the better option. So that is in terms of the starting 11. Now, in terms of the first half, we had a very first shaky few moments there in the beginning, but we picked up. We dominated the game towards the 15th minute and just took it along with us till the 45th minute. Now, Rudiger, of course, the game went back and forth. We had more chances being created in the first half. I liked how the boys played today, and it was a great game overall. So in terms of the first half, of course, it was a corner kick, and Rudiger, he said he has been practicing that move, and he was asked shooting by the back of his head, and he said no, just getting into that position. So for him, getting to that position by the assist from Mason Mount from a corner kick, cross comes in, and what a beautiful finish. We'll take it. What a celebration. So we lead 1-0, and going to the second half, we're a bit confident. All we needed to do was defend. Of course, I always insist on adding the second goal. Adding the second goal makes the team a bit better. It makes the team more confident. And even though we conceded a goal like we did in the 63rd minute, where Harry Kane scored a goal, but turns out VAR came through again and it was offside. So I'll take it. And you see, that's why we needed to go at least 2 goals up. And I understand Thomas Tuchel's disappointment, and I feel like we would have done better, but at the end of the day, we took what we had. We did what we had to do. But towards the second half, as the game was coming to a close around the 70th minute, now we had Marcus Alonso and Thiago Silva coming in, and then we had N'Golo Kante coming in. We also had Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Ziyech coming in as substitutions. They added a bit more tempo to the game, but yeah, it ended up in a 1-0, so I'll take it. And for my score prediction, I was overzealous, but I said it would be a tough game. So I predicted a 3-1 win. It ended up with a 1-0 win for Chelsea. We have qualified to the finals. Who do you think we're facing next? Tell me in the comment section down below, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the post notification bell. You'll be notified every time I upload a video. Going to the finals.